wise man once said, the will to win, the desire to succeed,
what takes guts is to put yourself on the line.
the urge to reach your full potential.
A leader makes the way.
These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Success Resources is the world's leading events promoter of business, personal development, and wealth creation programs. For over 30 years, we've helped over 10 million people across 30 countries unlock their full potential. From North America to Europe, to Africa, to Asia, to Oceania, we are the key to your personal success. We open the door to the world's best speakers, such as Anthony Robbins, Sir Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, and 𝐒𝐨𝐥𝐿𝐢𝐚, to name a few. Praised by Donald Trump for being the world's best, we have over 500 events a year and access to the greatest thinkers, achievers, and motivators of our time. We guide you to the success that lies in every one of us.
But you will not discover your greatness in your comfort zone.
You have to have confidence in yourself.
We have never really truly reached our destination. There's always another level to strive for. Your best is yet to come. Success Resources, your learning partners.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Greeting from paradise, otherwise known as Singapore. Welcome, everybody from many different cities and different time zones. We believe that Bitcoin is the best financial instrument for store of financial energy and the best tool for preserving financial wealth. Now, secret to success is to wake up early, work hard, and own Bitcoin. Welcome to Bitcoin Journey to 100,000. My name is Richard Tan from Success Resources. We're the world leading education provider. Every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, this is streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. We are making videos to track the incredible journey of Bitcoin to 100,000. So if this is a short journey you like to learn and follow too, make sure you subscribe to our channel, gently tap on the thumbs up button, and also forward this to your friend too, right? Of course, also click on the notification bell so that whenever we run a video, you are the first to know. So I'm very delighted to bring my friends, also my teacher, Dr. Clemen to the program. Now, he's no stranger to many people because he is a well-known teacher to many thousands of people in the art of wealth creation. Welcome, Dr. Clemen.
Wow, thank you so much for having me, Richard. I'm so excited to be back here. Today is the middle of the week. We got a lot of work to do.
Thank you. Middle of the week sounds like Monday to some of you, right? Yeah, okay, good, but weekend is coming, okay? Now, today is episode 2 to track Bitcoin journey to 100,000. So let's get started, right? Now, October is over. Bitcoin is probably a very good month for Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin gained 45% in October and also hit an all-time high. Now, the price rise and increase is due to adoption because Bitcoin attracts some of the world's biggest firms like Google. Now, Google is getting into cryptocurrency and is now spending hundreds of millions of dollars just to catch up because they were a little bit slow. So definitely confirm Google is in now. Now, adoption has been increased, like Burger King and many sports stars and people are adopting Bitcoin. Now, question to you, Dr. Clemen, is how does all this support Bitcoin journey to 100,000?
Wow. That's a great start. A great question, Richard. You know, this journey to 100,000 is going to play out completely front to end coming to pass. And this is where we are talking about the mama stocks on Wall Street. What do I mean by the mama stocks on Wall Street? In the past, we used to call it the FANG stocks. No longer, right now, we have changed it to the mama stocks. Now, let me give you a tour of the mama stocks first. MAMAA, all right? So MAMAA. So the first mama, of course, we started off with Microsoft and then followed by Apple. And then the next M, the first M is Microsoft followed by Apple. The next M is actually Meta, because Facebook, you know, Richard, as we know, just very recently renamed their entire corporate branding from Facebook, and they right now call it themselves the Meta. And then followed by Amazon, and of course the last A is Google, parent company, also renamed into Alphabet. So the real number that the real word that we should all remember together right now, and I'm going to change over my screen, and that's none other than let me try to do this again. All right, this is really fun, and once we dive into this, then you'll begin to understand the significance of the words. All right, so let me just type it out here. MAMAA. This is the mama season of our life. MAMAA. So one more time, we have Microsoft, Amazon, Meta standing for Facebook, and then we have Apple, and of course the last A stands for Alphabet. Now, why is this so important to us? With the first question that kind of Richard fire off away. Of the mama stocks, right now we already know very clear the strategy behind all these greatest companies of our time. So let me start off with this guy called Facebook. Meta, as we know, Facebook is really going all out to focus on metaverse. And they have relaunched their Novi wallet. Right now, it's just ready to launch their DM coin. Now, DM coin will be the largest, probably the largest stable coin on planet Earth. So Facebook kick off already. Now, as we also know, Apple is also looking into this area, but kind of their focus is more about the launch of Apple Car. Then next, we have Amazon is also kind of stepping into this space, but really the most concrete among the mama stocks is actually Google. So that's the reason why this article is so important to us today. Now, how are they getting involved directly with Bitcoin? Is that they have invested into the parent company of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, and that's none other than the digital currency group. So they are taking at a higher level, what we call the ultimate shareholder level, by investing directly into DCG. So in a way, they kind of play a very safe game, not directly connecting Bitcoin with the brand name of Alphabet or Google, but in an indirect manner. So indirect manner, many people start getting into Bitcoin. Like for example, this article also mentioned MicroStrategy. But do you guys all know that the largest shareholder of MicroStrategy is actually BlackRock? And who's the shareholder of BlackRock? Is none other than Singapore Sovereign Wealth Fund, Temasek. So everybody kind of have to decide, do I want to be a pure Bitcoin play like MicroStrategy, just raise every dime out there, buy straight into Bitcoin? Or do I want to go in as like an ultimate shareholder, just like what Google or Alphabet is doing right now by investing to DCG? So I'm going to switch the slide right now over here to the largest ETF on planet Earth right now, and that's none other than the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So kind of connecting the dots, knowing that, oh, why would Google take the step into cryptocurrency? By taking the step into the largest ETF right now, which is a pink sheet. Now this, one more time, I want to make clear, this is not a Bitcoin spot ETF. This is more trading as a pink sheet, all right? A pink sheet OTC counter on the exchange. So at this moment, as we know, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, they own 654,600 Bitcoins. And they have returned to Securities Exchange Commission to upgrade themselves into a Bitcoin spot ETF, the physical coin itself. So this is a huge move with the backing of one of the mama stocks. I think they're going to get there really soon. And again, you know, Richard, we are right now going through a real time squeeze.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. So everybody is getting in, even Google is getting into this space indirectly. But you know, so the key thing here is for ordinary people, right? When you see all these big sharks come in into the space, it's just supply and demand. When all these big sharks come in, they will really drive the price. So you got to get in early, right? So before they muscle in. And so this is a very good news for all of us who invest or hold Bitcoin. Okay. Now the second news that we have, or the second question I have for Dr. Clemen is this. Now October is over. October has been a good month. Now we are in November, and historically November has shown to deliver the most significant gain for Bitcoin. Yeah. Now, can you kind of run through with us together historically how this has been played out, and so that we are all sitting straight and be alert in the month of November, so that we won't fall asleep. Let this opportunity pass. Can you help us run through this?
Oh, yes, Richard. Today officially we're on the 3rd day of November, and kind of really, really nice because the 1st of November started on Monday, Tuesday 2nd, today Wednesday, we are on the 3rd of November. In fact, internally within here as Spiking, we are counting down to the 12th of November. Now, why November month is so important, and why I keep highlighting the fact that we kind of going through a time squeeze period. Step number 1. We know that this is the historically best month for Bitcoin price movement. No, how do we benchmark this Bitcoin price movement? We always go back to the time of November 2017. So let me bring out my Bitcoin chart right here. And of course, right now we are just at the beginning of November. We can't see how it play out for the month of November all the way to December. So I'm going to move this chart. And this is really an important exercise that I encourage everybody to do. Move it to the year 2017. So once I move it to the year 2017, I can kind of split up to the daily basis. And once I split out to a daily basis, we're going to get a really, really good picture, right? So here we go, all right? Right over here. So starting from here, this is the most important day. The first day is right here, November 1st, all right? And kind of a deja vu. If you look at 2017 chart versus today, right now, 2021, it's going to follow kind of a very similar trajectory. I'm going to start with the 1st November, 2nd, 3rd. Today we are the 3rd, and we look at the price of Bitcoin kind of start to move up, and they'll go moving up, and then they'll go through a dip. And the biggest dip in the month of November and December falls on the 12th of November. That's the reason why we got a really, really big event on the 12th of November. And thereafter, the next day onwards, holy moly, no holds bar. It'll just keep going up, boom, wahoo, to the all-time high of 2017. So this is exactly what the article is saying. It is going to repeat exactly what happened in 2017. Why? Because 2016 is the second Bitcoin halving event. And 1 year after that is 2017, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Third halving event, 2020. 1 year after that, that's 2021. And if we're going to hit an all-time historical high, then the movement will start in the month of November 2021, all the way push it out to December 2021. Exactly like this chart that we are seeing right there. So, Richard, this is a kind of a deja vu for us going through that whole journey and kind of repeat itself. And it's very consistent. Why? Because it's already returned into the algorithm of the Bitcoin blockchain. Everyone has coded it to be a decentralized blockchain in such a way that every 4th year, Bitcoin has to go through a Bitcoin halving event. And the last time we shared about this particular halving event, by the time we hit 2032, which is about the 6th halving event, guess what? 99% of the Bitcoins on planet Earth would have been mined already, left less than 1%. So we are really hitting the fixed supply of $21 million. And the cycle keep repeating, because it's already returned into the blockchain. Back to you, Richard.
Wow, thank you, Dr. Clemen. So we take note of the 12th of November. Later on, I'm going to ask you something about the 12th of November. But, so November is a very, very crucial month, as this is a month that Bitcoin is going to fly, right? And then into December, etc. So we need to really, really pay attention in November. Okay, good. Now, Dr. Clemen, a few video ago, I can't remember, a few weeks or one month ago, we talked about one of the trigger point of Bitcoin price is a spot ETF. In fact, you also list down all the date of the spot ETF and also future ETF. Of course, the future ETF has come to pass, so we have real 2 or 3 right now. But you know, we are still waiting for the real ETF that's going to move the price. That's a spot ETF. Now, delay in Bitcoin ETF are not uncommon. The spot ETF are not uncommon, and many have filed this ETF. Now, this ETF has been delayed again. 𝐻𝐸 Bitcoin ETF again been delayed by SEC. Now, question to you, Dr. Clemen, is this: can you kind of give us an update on what is this about and how it's going to affect the journey, or is there any effect of Bitcoin journey to 100,000 for 2021?
Oh yes, Richard, this is a great question. You know, first of all, I'm going to kind of bring all of us up to date, and I've kind of already marked it out in our milestone chart. I just sent it out, posted out to our community, and because we are really preparing for spiking to the moon 100,000, and there you go. These are really right now the only time dates left in the greatest moment of our life. Note down this date in your calendar, updated plus revised. Oh my God. So upcoming Bitcoin futures ETF approval, as we know, this were already been there, done that. We can kind of put this aside because the very first Bitcoin futures ETF already started trading on 19th of October. Raised 1 billion within the first day of trading, and then the second one started trading, raised 10 million. So we don't have to kind of focus on the dates right up here anymore. This is outdated, all right? Now, what we're going to focus on is the Bitcoin spot ETF. This is really important. Now, the first immediate date we are looking at is the 14th of November. And just now I kind of mentioned 12th of November is the lowest time in the history of November, December. And I hope that you repeat again for this year. And 2 days after 12th of November will be the first official 𝐻𝐸 November 14 Bitcoin spot ETF waiting for approval. Then today the news came out from SEC. SEC pushes back the deadline for 𝐻𝐸 Bitcoin ETF decision. And then this deadline was kind of pushed back exactly 1 month, because what we can see, it has been slated for January 7. Originally, the date was December the 8th. So December the 8th to January the 7th, that's exactly 1 month apart. So 𝐻𝐸 has been moved to here. All right. So right now, how do we play out this game? Is that the first immediate one will be 𝐻𝐸, I think, and I suspect strongly this is a hard deadline. They can't move this anymore. All right. So it's a binary outcome, yes or no. But that being the case, what I'm really excited about this postponement of 𝐻𝐸 is that confirm when you postpone this guy to 1 month later, they are almost there. They are almost there. So what do I mean by almost there? It can be as silly as a single thing called name change. So let me kind of show you guys about okay, I don't mean to be rude, but I need to show you guys about this. All right, so let me make sure I don't be rude to the audience here. All right, so y'all just see it and accept it as it is. All right, I'm gonna type in BTF, and this BTF is the second Bitcoin futures ETF that was launched. All right, and the ticker symbol is BTF. But it's supposed to be the first Bitcoin futures ETF to launch. And the delay was due to what? Because the original ticker symbol that they wanted was actually BTFD. So you can see BTFD, it stands for, oh my gosh, I don't want to even read this out, all right? So because of a silly name like BTFD, they didn't even say the remaining words, all right? SEC rejected the name. And because SEC rejected the name, right now they are kind of stuck with the ticker symbol called BTF. As a result, they became the second Bitcoin futures ETF to be trading. They managed to raise only $10 million. So, you know, Richard, this is kind of a really kind of a interesting era of our time. Simple thing like a name change could cause you to lose your #1 position. And that's the reason why for Valkyrie moving to 7th of January, they could be hit with a simple hurdle and kind of a SEC want to punish them and move it 1 month later. So right now, hot on the list is 𝐿𝐴𝐥 on the 14th of November. Back to you, Richard.
Okay, thank you. So if 𝐿𝐴𝐥, if the 14th of November, if there's approval, it will be a big swing in the price. Everybody take note of that, right?
Yes.
So now, we all know that China banned Bitcoin, right? So they get rid of all the miners and exchange, etc. But on the other hand, another very populated country, India, is not going to ban Bitcoin. So they kind of, as our last Monday update to every one of you, is that India is going to replace China because they have almost the same population. So India is planning to regulate it, possibly in the month of February 2022, right, in their budget meeting. Now, question for you here, Dr. Clemen, is what about Singapore stand on crypto and Bitcoin? Singapore is a small country, so what is Singapore's stand on crypto and Bitcoin?
In fact, you know, Richard, this is a great question because I've always been sharing about Singapore demographic or Singapore geography. Now, what exactly is Singapore? To be exact, for our friends overseas who may not know much about us, and let me describe to you physically. East to west, we are 50 kilometers apart. North to south, we are 25 kilometers apart. That is how small we are. All right. But because we are small, we also really have a big bite in the marketplace. Now, what do I mean by a big bite in the marketplace? A few telling signs for us to consider right now. Here we go. This is official from our mainstream media, the Straits Times, and it is headed, title heading, Singapore wants to be leading player in the global crypto economy by the Monetary Authority of Singapore Chief Ravi Menon. Now, 3 things that you're going to take away from this really good article, and here we go. Number 1, we are not going to ban Bitcoin or anything related to cryptocurrency or blockchain. In fact, the biggest takeaway is we're going to implement strong regulation. So the word right now, everybody is to take note, is this word called strong regulation. Now that is a freaking benchmark. And we have always set high benchmark throughout the world. Number 1, the busiest port in the world. Number 1, the #1 most favorite voted airlines of the world, Singapore Airlines. And we are #1 in all areas of Olympiad in math and science. So we have always kind of set a very high standard of a benchmark of excellence to the rest of the world. So when you read the first point about strong regulation, Richard, this is Singapore telling the whole world, we're going to be #1 in this space. Point number 1 taken. Then we go down right over here. Since we're going to set the benchmark to be #1, are we on track to get there? All right. So right over here, this is the very important paragraph. And point number 2 is about our ability to attract the best. So the #1 crypto exchange of the world, that's none other than Binance. They are right now sheltered in our country, going through the process of getting regulated. As a result, you know, recently they sent out a notification to all Singapore holders, please move your coins out. We're going to start all over again if you want to join Binance to re-register you. That is a freaking good move. And not only that, they have also bring up the fact that the #1 bank in the world, DBS Bank, has already received the crypto exchange license from MAS. So they attracted Binance, they attracted the #1 bank in the world. They have also attracted the Winklevoss twins Gemini.com exchange. So Gemini is the world's #1 most secured crypto exchange on the planet. The security standard is even higher than a bank. So put together, you're the #1 bank, you're the #1 most secure crypto exchange, you're the #1 highest liquidity crypto exchange, all centered here in Singapore. That's point number 2. We kind of have the ability to attract the biggest player. And the third point, which is really important, and this comes down to the numerical output. He said this: we don't need 160 crypto shops to set up here. We just need about half. And when I think about half, according to the Singapore tradition, when we really talk about half of 160, Mama, I got to show you guys this really prosperous number. That means we are looking at 88. So those of you who are looking to kind of align yourself with Singapore as the wealth hub, and we are the center of finance, guess what? You are in for the race right now to be one of the 88. Now, who are in the 88 today? We have FOMO, who won an MES award as a payment company. We have, next one, we have DBS Bank. We also have C Limited, who won the digital banking license from MES. So I can tell you the first 10 already snap up, left is 78. So this is a signal to everybody out there. You want to be the best, you got to hang out with the best, or you shall die like the rest.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Thank you, Dr. Clemen. I mean, for all of you who are listening in, right? If you ever come to Singapore, you know that you have some friends here, right? At least, you know, you have some friends here. Dr. Clemen, myself, Success Resources team, we are your friends. So if you ever come to Singapore, you know, we can always kind of catch up with you or give you some information. So welcome to Singapore. Please spend some of your money in Singapore and help Singapore to be on its way. Okay, so welcome to Singapore. Bring your money and then come and spend in Singapore. Welcome. Now, talking about security, Singapore is a very secure place. Talking about security, I have to send out this warning to every one of you. Now this is a warning, right? So if you ever see anyone on our website or on our Facebook or our social media, whether you know my name or Dr. Clemen name or Success Resources name, ask you to send crypto to us, please, right? I want to hear right here tell you that we will never ask you to send crypto to us on social media. No matter what's the deal, no matter whose name is there, Dr. Clemen's name or Richard's name or Success Resources name, please be aware of impersonator. Okay, thank you very much, so that you can look after your money. Yeah, okay, good. Now, Dr. Clemen, I want to ask you about November, right? Now, November is a very crucial month because November has historically Bitcoin price move a lot up. You know, like last year it had gone 50% up. So this year we expect to be the same or a lot more. Now, I know that this coming Friday you are going to share on a program that you're going to do in November. Can you just give us a little bit of what you're going to do so that, you know, we can be ready? I know that Friday you're going to do that, but can you right now give us a little bit of glimpse of what is it?
Yes, absolutely, Richard. You know, I'm really very inspired by the movie called 300. And 300 is about really 300 warriors fighting off 10,000 enemies out there. And, you know, when I think about this movie, I watched it like at least a dozen times. And I kind of link this movie 300 to what is happening right now in the Bitcoin landscape. We have all these naysayers out there who I call the enemies of Bitcoin. And the #1 poster boy to this enemy is none other than Warren Buffett, because he called anyone who trade Bitcoin, you are a rat poison. So, but I kind of explain his rationale for saying so because all of his entire wealth is anchored on the US dollar. So you cannot be slapping your own face by promoting Bitcoin because your entire wealth is betting on the rise of the US dollars. So I kind of accepted that, okay, old man has his rationale and he wants to stick to his way of backing up the US dollar. Fine. Then how about all other naysayers before Bitcoin really been accepted by the traditional mainstream? What do I mean by being accepted by the traditional mainstream? And that is on 19th of October, when we have Bitcoin futures ETF trading on New York Stock Exchange. Mama, that is mind-blowing. Straight away, it has cemented its role in the financial industry. Today is a fully legitimate asset class that you can confidently trade with safety at the New York Stock Exchange. That's the reason why I still feel that all of us grouped together, the Bitcoin hodlers, we are like one of the 300. 300 men fighting with 10,000 enemies out there, because it takes time to convince the mass public why you should accept Bitcoin as a payment, why you should accept Bitcoin as a store of value. And in fact, in the words of 𝐒𝐸𝐚𝐥, he predicted that it would take at least about 10 years, counting today as year number 1. 10 years to gain mass adoption. So this is the really interesting part. Leading to mass adoption, we always have the early batch of the pioneers going out there, fight the frontline battle. And that's the reason why I call 12th of November the battle of our generation. This is the final window of opportunity for anyone out there who want to be defined as the finest warrior who took the first step of faith, for you to claim your victory. This is your final chance. Anyone who enters after this date, sorry, you are defined as a latecomer. You just follow the rest blindly. You do not know what exactly you are doing. But if you join me on the 12th of November to trade and fight this battle side by side, comrade in arms, and kill off all the enemies out there, then I welcome you to be my finest warrior to claim this victory.
Okay.
Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Okay, tell us more on Friday, okay? Now, last question before I let you go. Last question before I let you go. Now, Dr. Clemen, let's revisit Plan B, okay? Since November, Plan B says that in November, the price will go to 98 minimum. So let's revisit Plan B. Now, question for you, Dr. Clemen, is that, is Bitcoin still on track to hit over 100,000 by the end of the year?
Oh, yes, Richard. So that's the reason why right now I kind of set the momentum from today, which is the 3rd of November, to the 12th of November. We still have about 9 more days to the countdown. And I strongly suspect that from 12th of November onwards, it will start the trajectory towards 100,000. So here we go. Bitcoin well poised to hit 100,000. According to the STF, stock to flow model, which we given a really nice, beautiful name, we call it running like a clockwork. So everything from the first halving, second halving to the third halving, it is fulfilling what the stock to flow model is predicting. Here we go. So I kind of come down right here. Plan B tweeted out, and the title of the tweet is called like clockwork. So we want to observe this movement right here, right over here. It is fulfilling all of its prediction. And one of the biggest prediction that they have made is to predict that Bitcoin, holy mama, in this paragraph will fulfill exactly the numerical number right here with a standard deviation, perhaps even less than 1%. What do I mean by that? Here we go. Thus far, the trader forecasted the closing price for August, September, and just 3% off the record all-time high closing for October, which finished at 61,000. I mean, 3% is freaking good results. The deviation is only about 3% off. The following are the aims for the foreseeable future. November is expected to be approximately 98,000. So right now we are at 63,250. And that's why I keep exclaiming, we are very squeezed right now in terms of the time. December is expected to be around $135,000. Now, for those of you who do not know what the hell is going on right here, since Bitcoin was launched in 2008 and ferociously started trading in 2011 until today, we have gone through 10 years, 1 decade. And this stock to flow has also collected 1 decade of backtesting data. And they are telling you that in the month of November, we're going to hit about 98,000. December, 135,000. And they call it the worst case scenario. So over here, right now, of course, we know Bitcoin is holding steady at 63,000. Right now, it's officially $63,282, all right? And we can go on, study everything about this article, but guess what? End of the day, I can tell all of you, the real date will start from 12th of November onwards. So I don't care what's going to happen between now, 3rd of November, all the way to 12th of November. I'm not going to do anything at all. Let it be. Go up, go down, let it be. Because I want to anchor the date of 12th November, which is exactly 18 months after my first big foray into Bitcoin. That was on 12th of May, 2020. So the dates are important to me. First time enter, 12th of May, 2020. 18 months later, second time enter, 12th of November, 2021. And once that happens, and it breaks 100,000, from that point onwards, everybody will be telling you that Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million. So I don't want to kind of tease you guys anymore, because we can go on, but those of you still scratching your head, too bad. You cannot claim this victory to be yours because you did not enter earlier than the rest. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. So for all of you who are here right now, please help us by support us by informing your friend, inviting all your friends to join us on this journey. So here you are for episode 2. Now we believe that the secret to success is to work hard and wake up early in the morning, work very hard, and own Bitcoin. So I want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful week ahead till we meet again this coming Friday. Thank you so much.
And is the greatest equalizer.
Regardless of background, everyone can have the same opportunities in education.
We believe in doing what is right, not what is easy.
We believe in anything that is worth doing, we do it with passion and excellence.
We believe that happiness is the key to success.
If you love what you're doing, you're already successful. And that both success and failure are temporary, worth sharing about and even celebrating.
That said, we believe we have had our fair share of both. Yay!
We believe that when the market is tough, we can be tougher.
We believe the best product should win, not the best sales pitch.
We believe that winners are winners because they don't quit.
We believe that the biggest sin is to make learning boring.
We believe in making decisions and owning our results.
We believe in innovation to continually provide value to all around us.
We believe that together, everyone achieves more.
We believe that real leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders.
We believe that we can learn from our competitors.
We believe that women work harder, do better, and are more confident.
We believe it's okay to be proven wrong.
It's okay to change your mind.
And it's okay to cry when you're having a really rough day.
We believe in giving everyone the benefit of the doubt.
We believe in always saying please and thank you.
We believe that if dreaming is free, then we should dream big.
And then working hard to achieve it.
We believe that if we have knowledge, it's our duty to pass it down.
We believe that we shouldn't teach something we ourselves don't believe in.
We believe it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
We believe in saying sorry and meaning what we say.
We believe in being high-tech, means adding a human touch.
We believe that no one has all the answers.
Not even us.
But we go find out and we learn.
We believe that learning never ends, and once you stop learning,
you start dying.
We believe that one person
or one great idea
can change the world.
That's why we believe in helping you grow and succeed.
And with your help, we can change lives globally.
We believe.
We believe. We believe.
Thank you for your belief in us.